Hi. We have now completed the first phase of our Ashtadhyayi project, namely our initial discussion of Akshara Samamnaya and the Vidhishesha Prakarana Sutra. As you know by now, these are the underpinnings of the entire grammar. So we move now to, I guess you could say, the payoff, which is the rules which will generate every correct form of Sanskrit. This is going to be fantastic. I have been trying to think of a metaphor or an experience to share, which I will do with my apologies, but this summer is exactly 50 years since I finished my first year of Sanskrit study at Andhra University. And in the summer, having been on coastal Andhra for most of the year, friends and I went up north, initially to Delhi, to explore much more of the country. And at one time, a friend and I took the Taj Express to Agra and arrived there, I think, in the late afternoon, early evening. And by the time we got to the park surrounding the Taj, it was already evening, as I recall. And we did something that was extraordinary in hindsight, partly because nowadays it just wouldn't be allowed, and also because somehow I imagined that all of the snakes and so on stayed in Andhra and didn't follow us up to Agra, because we just curled up on the grass under the trees in the park outside the Taj and slept there, out of sight of the Taj. And the next morning we awoke at dawn, and at that moment we were able to go and see the Taj in the light of dawn, with the rose-colored sunlight on all of the beautiful marble and so on. And it wasn't just an amazing experience, it's been a landmark experience for me, because it was in that moment that I realized that there are things which we can never experience unless we experience them firsthand. It doesn't matter how high def or whatever gizmos you have, there will never be an experience that can be captured and shared of dawn at the Taj without being there. And that's how I feel about what we're about to begin. The Sandhi Sutras of Ashtadhyayi provide something completely inaccessible in any other way than by learning them or becoming familiar with them in the context of the grammar. Because through these sutras, the world of Panini literally comes alive. This is like a high-def, high-quality audio rendition of life in his time in many ways. There are many sutras related to variations of spoken language, the sounds of spoken language, the restraints or constraints on what we can say to whom, and so on. And it's just, and oh, there's outrageously funny stuff too. Some of it not quite, well, it's a little bit not bawdy, but it's certainly funny, at least to me. So I hope that you will patiently undertake to begin this experience. In terms of what we've done already, I just want to again say, don't worry about memorizing everything we've done. That will come in time if you are inclined. But the more familiar you can be with the sounds and a general sense of the meaning of the sutra we've done, including Akshara Samamnaya, the easier it will be for you to appreciate what we're about to do.